Hello, welcome to bitparade.co.uk's video review for Shatter on PSN. After twin stick shooters, Space Invaders and Pac-Man all got modern updates, it was time for the block breaking genre to get in on the fun. Well, actually it already kinda did with Arkanoid on the DS, but it never looked like this. Graphically, Shatter takes its cue from the likes of Geometry Wars, this kinda trancy, glowy experience, with the soundtrack also being especially good. It's kind of eclectic too, mixing Daft Punk with wailing guitar. The gameplay has also been spruced up. Your paddle is now curved, and when combined with the blowing and sucking ability you have, allows you to manipulate the ball quite creatively. The sucking lets you absorb shards. This can power your shard attack, but also boost your combo meter, meaning big scores, whereas the blowing and shield help protect you from falling blocks. The blocks themselves also have their own attributes. For the most part, they're simply just there to be destroyed, but there's weighted yellow blocks that are more of an obstacle and can lead to you losing your combo meter. There's also blocks that explode or break in half or produce other blocks, not to mention the blocks that also have blowing and sucking powers. Things can get a little hectic depending on how the ball bounces. This can either be blindly chaotic so you lose the puck, or lead to the kind of point bonanza that helps you top your friend's leaderboard, which it is seemingly down to pure luck. While we're on the subject of the friend's leaderboard, it's a stroke of genius. Competing against the rest of the world is meaningless when you're in the 10,000s, but when you know you're only a decent bonus round away from beating your friend's score, even a modest friends list adds to the compulsion. And it's a good job the scoring system adds life, because it's really not that hard to see the game through. Yes, doing so without continuing is more of a challenge, but the game is much easier second time through, and as you'll initially just race through to see each level, doing so again without dying is far less difficult. The lack of difficulty is no bad thing though. It allows for more casual play, but also the opportunity to explore nuances of the scoring system. And the game wants you to do well too. Lose a life and it'll spit one up at you almost immediately. The game also gives you power-ups as well along the way to help you out. This may be as simple as doubling your score, or creating more shards for you, or even just topping up your shard meter. There's also the Unstoppable, where it'll destroy blocks without bouncing off, and the Maneuverable, which gives you far more control over the sucking and blowing dynamic. The only real problem with Shatter is that while initially there seems to be a wealth of depth, it never really appears. You'll improve, but you'll feel the game stops just short of its potential. There's also moments where you feel like you can't influence the game as intended, that you feel helpless as weighted yellow blocks just tumble past you because you either have no shield or can't get across the screen quick enough. Make no mistake though, Shatter is still a superb game and amongst the best on PSN. The price helps and the trophies add life if you're so inclined, but as mentioned, it's your friend list that's really going to keep you going. Shatter really is recommended. It may not quite live up to its potential, but it's certainly fun while it lasts.